Hello, everybody, and welcome to this 8-week self-care tips to bring more balance into your life webinar. For the next 8 weeks, I'm hoping we'll be together and we'll dive into these powerful tips that will help us and you bring more balance into your life, and we'll discover why it's so important. I always like to start with an intention when I'm doing something. I think it's really important to have an intention for whatever we do. Even if we just decide to go for a walk, what's the walk for today? Something as simple as that, we can make an intention for. So I'm inviting you to set an intention. So I invite you to take a nice deep breath and exhale. And just be present to this. The intention for this call for me and this whole series for me is to empower women. We ask the feminine nature to rise up and be all that she can be. There's men on this call. There's men that might be listening to this call. I include you as well, because there's the feminine nature in every one of us. So we encourage the feminine to find her own power and to know that the feminine energy has the power to heal and to do anything it wants. And this is what the planet needs desperately right now. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. That compassionate, nurturing, loving, all-inclusive, balanced energy right now. This is what we need on the planet. So this is my intention for this call, to bring the feminine into all her power. So basically it's an 8 self-care tips to bring more balance into your life. No, that's not me, but it could be. I want to introduce you to this beautiful deck of cards that one of my a person I met in San Diego when I went to a conference. His name is Dustin Eli. He is wonderful, creative, sacred geometry, and he's created these cards, which, here's a little preview of one. I just absolutely love these cards. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see these cards? Yeah, okay, great. Thank you, Eileen. I'm counting on you, girl, to be my eyes and ears. Okay. If you stare into these cards, there's something really special about them. The information, the sacred geometry that he has come up with. He made all of these on a computer, and he came and he matched all of the cards that I use in this ebook. He matched it with, I asked him to match with the appropriate affirmations. So here we go. The first tip is say no. When you say no to someone or something else, guess who you're saying yes to? You're saying yes to you. Now, I know that that's difficult for a lot of people. Even some men have a hard time saying no to people because they feel, I say men and women, we feel like we're going to be judged, we're not going to be liked, we're going to be, ostracized. And I understand that it's difficult to say no. I've had a lot of experience saying no, and my friends, my close friends and family know me that I do say no now, and guilt-free. It's not, I'm not on purpose. I don't want to harm the other person. I'm not saying no because I want to be mean. I'm saying no because there's some things I cannot do. But then a lot of people know me that know that I do say yes, and I am quite a generous person. But the point is that when we are too tired, or when we cannot do something, really cannot do it, it doesn't serve anybody to say yes and then do it begrudgingly, or do it because we have to, we're afraid of being judged or whatever. So just, I'm here to give you permission to be okay to say no. That's what this is all about. And I love this card, Arise. Doing what I love, raising my frequency. I am soaring. Live a life you love. So I invite you to all take a nice deep breath and look at these cards. Take them in, this particular card, and take it in and just, be okay with it. I am soaring. You could say I'm okay with taking care of me. I am okay with saying no. Or maybe we could say I am okay with saying yes to me. And that is what I wanted to share about the cards today. That was the first step, the first tip in taking care of yourself and finding more balance into your life. It's as simple as that, and I know I'm not saying it because I'm saying this because I know it's difficult, and I'm just saying that it's okay to say no, even though it is hard. Sometimes we're afraid to say no because we're afraid that in the future they're going to say no to you if you ask. And, what goes around comes around kind of thing. But a part of saying no is respecting when somebody else says no as well. That's a huge one. And not to take it personally, right? Somebody says no, well, we respect that they say no. They have their reasons and they have their right. So I think it's great that we just respect people in what they have to do and what they can't do, and not take it personally. And some of you on the call know my technique, the body code and emotion code, that I couple with coaching, guiding. I'm offering that. So if you know anybody, you're welcome to work with me. I'd love to. I love doing it. And of course, I'm still offering massages, so those are still available.
Oh,
Yeah. Anybody want to give a little live testimonial about my body code and emotion code work?
Sure. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love it. I want to call you so many more times than I already do because I really appreciate it. But I got to respect you with your nose. So. But if I could, I'd probably call you at least twice a week.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Ilia, can you give a little description of what it is, body coach, or what it is that you're talking about?
Sure. Okay, so body code, emotion and body code was created from this gentleman called Bradley Nelson, Dr. Bradley Nelson. He was a chiropractor originally, and he would have his patients come in, and there was, he would adjust them, and then a week later they'd come back in, and he'd have to adjust them again, and then again. And he was a man of faith, and he would say, "Oh my God, please help me! There's got to be a better way here." And within a few years of his practice and his asking, muscle testing, he discovered muscle testing. I don't know if anybody knows that, but people extend their arm, and then you push down on the arm, and you ask a question, a yes and no question. And if it stays strong, the arm, it means it's a yes answer. If it goes weak, it means it's a no. So basically, when you do muscle testing like that, is you're talking to the subconscious of the person. So if they have a physical pain, like he would say, what is the underlying cause of this physical pain, or this, this thing that's out of alignment? Is it emotional? Is it physical? Is it an organ that's out of whack or whatever? And he finally developed this program which is called the Body Code, and we have to buy a software, a computer software that we work with, and we ask questions, and we get to the bottom of anything. It could be, physical problems in your body. It could be emotional. It could be spiritual. It could be anything, and we find out, we get to the bottom of what it is that is going on. And people that turn to this type of work is someone who has been through all kinds of specialists in the regular medical system. They might have gone through, chiros, osteopaths, all kinds of things, and finally they just they have no results. They're still in pain, either physically or emotionally, and they're basically at the end of the rope. So they turn to an alternative kind of therapy, which is it, and they get relief. So there's a lot of information you can find on it on the internet, and I use it. I couple the body emotion code with some coaching to help people get through, like Irene was saying, a transition to life, or relieve physical pain or whatever. It's useful for anything, really. Thank you. Hugs and kisses, everybody else. Hopefully we'll see each other next week for step 2.
Okay.